what we saw a couple of years ago when everything was just sliding downhill very quickly, economy-wise, it was bad, and home values dropped. So if this happens and these banks are found guilty and liable, will home values plummet even more?
Oh, I believe home values will plummet quite a bit more in the state of California and in some other states. We could see another 30%. And if they take away the mortgage interest deduction, that's just going to be added pain. And the government's scrambling for money. They gave it all to Wall Street, and now they want to put it, and they have put it, on the backs of homeowners and their children and their children.
So what happens now then? I mean, while this investigation, or I guess I should ask, when will we know? Are all the rulings like kind of happening all together? Are all the investigations happening all together?
No, they're not.
Okay, when will we know anything?
I was in the middle of writing a book on commercial real estate workouts, and a mutual friend, Perla Rojas, with Perla Rojas Events, asked if I would do these seminars. And initially I said no, because the banks are too powerful. I didn't see any way that there would be justice. But it's still out there. I'm very surprised. And so we have states from Maryland, for example, the Attorney General is supporting their laws, and so people are going to court and asking the court to compel the lender to come in with the original note. A lot of lenders aren't even going, and he's got to do it in 30 days. They're not even going back. So what happens, it's still complicated, what we have is a house or a building that has a mortgage against it that can't be foreclosed. So it's up to the person whether he wants to pay or not. There have been people who've stayed in their homes for now 3+ years.
Not paying a mortgage.
Without paying.
Wow. Because
there is nobody who can have proper standing to foreclose. In Florida, it's at the point where an attorney is examining what's called quiet title action. Now you've established nobody can foreclose. We have this instrument, this mortgage, but nobody knows where the note is. So judge, will you just wipe that out and the house is free and clear?
Wow. So whoever's in it, that's their house.
That's their house.
And they don't have to pay anything else from now on.
Right.
Wow.
It takes, this is difficult stuff.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of, it takes some mathematical background, economics, etc.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, people need to be able to protect themselves. Is there any way, really, of protecting yourself in this situation?
We're going to be giving free seminars, as you know, here in Pasadena with the NAACP and some of the community groups, the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. We'll be giving seminars that are free. And the audience, listeners can go to www.Joe Vera Seminars to discover where they're going to be. Or today, because that website won't be up till right after the first of the year, you can call 1-800-211-4474. Once again, that's 1-800-211-4474.
Okay, and so people can give a call here, and then they can find out where these free seminars are going to be that are taking place throughout Pasadena.
And what's important for us, because we're in California, in October, a federal judge in Lassen County told MERS, you don't have standing, leave the court. They came back with Citibank. Citibank says, we originated the note. Yes, but you stuck it into this nightmare. You don't own it either. So both were told they had to leave the court. Now this man has his property. Lenders, whoever they may be, cannot foreclose. And friend...
The banks lose money. It's good for whoever's in the house. You know, they haven't been paying a mortgage. The loan has been bad, but it ends up good for them because now they have this house free and clear. I don't know.
I know it sounds odd,
not a great victory, you know.
But if you have a crook who set up the system in the first place, things have to be in good faith with fair dealings, and the perpetrator of crimes should be punished. And if that's the punishment, so be it. In
your very honest opinion, and we only have a minute left, in your very honest opinion, do you really think anything will happen to these banks?
I don't know. They're very powerful.
Yeah.
I will say this. A friend, today, he's the first attorney in a state court that stopped a foreclosure on the basis of MERS. So there is hope. And my interest is the property owner, not the banks. That's
Okay.
pretty clear.
Okay. Well, great. And so you'll have these seminars that people can go to, and they can
Absolutely.
learn a lot more about what you're talking about. And they're happening
Absolutely.
here in Pasadena.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
Thanks.
Joe.
Okay.
It was eye-opening and mind-blowing, and I don't know that I understand all of it yet, but hopefully we will get down to the bottom of this soon, and hopefully the people responsible for these things will be brought to justice. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
And that is it for this edition of CCN Game Changers. Thanks so much to Joe Vera of JoeVeraSeminars.com for being my guest. And thanks to the crew that worked on this show. And thank you for watching CCN Game Changers. Join us for the next episode. And have a great week. Take care of yourself. Happy holidays. And we'll see you soon right here on CCN Game Changers.